Did you know that VA Claims Insider was advised from a legal firm that they hired that VA Claims Insider, and I quote, would not prevail? Not only is this company being attacked by the Texas Attorney General, but there is a class action lawsuit from multiple entities making sure that VA Claims Insider does not get out of this alive. I'm going to show you this demand for trial, and it's another angle ensuring that VA Claims Insider will cease to exist. And this will set the precedent for more to come, like Veterans Guardian and many, many other companies and ones we see on YouTube. Side note, there are other class action lawsuits against the big name predatory companies right at this moment. So jumping straight into this document is a demand for jury trial, and it's 51 pages long. In green, I've kind of highlighted the plaintiff's arguments, and then in yellow, I highlighted what's going against VA Claims Insider. So here are the ones that have kind of put this class action lawsuit together, and it's a bunch of legal firms and claims agents. And then what's important to know is that it's against VA Claims Insider, right? So the LLC. It's also against Brian Reese and his wife, Mrs. Reese. That is scary. Okay, they're really going after that legacy. But let's go ahead and see what this argument is all about. And it's important to understand this specific argument because it's a little different than the Texas AG's argument. But the plaintiff's argument, and remember, they are attorneys and claims agents. Their argument is that VA Claims Insider is practicing unfair business practices under the Lanham Act. This is an unfair competition because the claims agents and the attorneys are following the law, right? Getting back pay from appeals, and VA Claims Insider is not following the law, charging an exorbitant fee for initial claims and appeals and any other type of VA claim that there is. So neither VA Claims Insider employees nor the individual defendants are accredited. So this is the argument right here. This is the basis of the argument, is that their competition is at stake and VA Claims Insider is illegally taking their profits, rightfully so, right? And in addition, defendants have repeatedly made false statements that imply the VA approves of their services and falsely advertise the nature of their services. Now, looking at what this lawsuit actually seeks to put a stop to, which not only harms the business interests of properly accredited attorneys and agents, but also hurts our veterans. So that's really the argument. The attorneys and the claims agents are looking at the monetary value of veteran VA disability claims, which in itself is a little bit problematic, but regardless of how you feel about it, the accredited attorney and the claims agent are doing that business legally, and there's nothing wrong with it, right? They're also not charging exorbitant fees, which is anything over 33 and a third percent. That's a little debatable. And then they're also only charging in appeals, not initial claims. And so let's scroll down and just look at the highlights of this demand for jury trial. So defendant's position, VACI is an education-based coaching consulting company. We all know that VA Claims Insider keeps pushing they are an education company, but we know that to not be true. And I'm going to show you exactly why that is here in a second. But the plaintiffs are saying that these statements are false, right? And it really goes back to what the VA said about preparing, assisting a claim. Defendants' disregard of the law permits them to unfairly compete with over 6,350 accredited attorneys and agents and the entities through which they provide services. Again, a group is doing it legally. VA Claims Insider and other companies are doing it illegally. That's a problem. Okay, when you start messing with attorneys and agents' money, they're going to come after you, and that's what we see here. Of note, this is only one class action lawsuit. There are many, and I would like to see a few more, to be honest with you. But it looks at the VA addressed defendants' illegal conduct in a cease and desist letter, and this is extremely important. And listen to this, okay? Let me highlight this one in red here. This sentence right here, number 17. After receiving the VA cease and desist letter, VA Claims Insider hired a law firm to perform an internal risk analysis. Now listen to this. The firm told VA Claims Insider that it cannot give VACI assurance that the business model and existing contracts will not be reviewed, investigated, and challenged by regulatory authorities or prosecutors empowered to do so, or that if challenged, VA Claims Insider will prevail. That's basically a very professional way of saying, hey, if you go to court, you're going to lose. That's what this legal analysis told Brian Reese and his team at VA Claims Insider. And regardless, VA Claims Insider kind of doubled down on their business and they are taking it to the hole, right? And that's a huge risk that Brian Reese has taken. And let's see how it plays out, right? He's got to deal with the Texas Attorney General. He has to deal with this. I say he, I mean, the entity, him and his wife all have to deal with this class action lawsuit. And it kind of makes me happy. But the VA, this is an important note too. The VA also reached out to the Texas Office of Attorney General. This shows the collaboration between the VA, the Texas AG, and possibly the need for this class action lawsuit, which, keep in mind, kind of came almost at the exact time. So, ignoring the VA, its own counsel, and the Attorney General, VA Claims Insider has continued to operate its illegal scheme, which is just kind of funny to me, taking from the market share of plaintiffs and the whatever that word means, class, and bilking millions in illegal fees from disabled veterans. Whether you agree with this argument or not, this is an outstanding legal argument. Okay. The VA Claims accredited attorneys and VA Claims agents follow the law. They have this pool, their target audience that they're able to build a life on, right? Helping veterans with appeals and appeals only. You have a company doing illegal practices, charging insane fees that are not accredited and operating kind of outside of what this market contains. That's the legal argument. So you kind of have to put your personal feelings aside. I'm not a fan of VA Claims Insider. That's no secret. But putting my personal feelings aside, this is an amazing argument, and I would be very, I'm very interested to hear VA Claims Insider counter argument and what they are going to say. If I was VA Claims Insider, my counter argument, my number one counter argument would be this: a veteran should have the right to choose who they represent them during their VA disability claims. That I can agree with. That's in favor of VA Claims Insider. So if you comment anything bad about me and my views about VA Claims Insider, I'm going to ask if you watch this part of the video, because that is the best argument that VA Claims Insider have. And I agree with them. Okay, I do. I don't agree with their business practice. However, that is a really good argument to make. Now, here's what the VA has to say about their cease and desist letter, right? And so the VA itself emphasizes this point in its guidance to accreditation applicants. Question 5. If I advise veterans and their family members on VA benefit claims, but do not file their applications for them, do I need to be accredited? Here's the VA's answer. Yes, you must be accredited to aid in the preparation, the presentation, or prosecution of a VA benefit claim. Advising a claimant on a specific benefit claim or directing the claimant on how to fill out the application, even if you never put pen to paper, is considered claims preparation. Therefore, the VA's cease and desist letter stands. And last but not least, looking at VA, so VA Claims Insider often requires veterans to provide their login information and credentials for VA websites. If you go look at my video I made for Texas Attorney General, I show you the motion to file, and the Texas AG put proof in there of VA Claims Insider coaches requesting PII to log in to the to the VA's website on behalf of the veteran, which is a hardcore no-go. And the last thing I want to say is defendants' unlawful practice and false statements constitute unfair competition with accredited attorneys and agents. This is the argument of this demand for jury trial, right? Put your personal feelings aside. This is an outstanding argument. I want to know what your thoughts are. Feel free to comment. I definitely encourage opposing views. So if you are a fan of claims consulting companies, I do stutter. My bad. Let me know in the comments. I would love to have this discussion with you. I'm not a hater on you, right? I'm a hater on predatory practices, but on you, the veteran, you are able to make your own choices, and I'm completely down for that. So let me know in the comments.